What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 77 of the 16-Ounce Gaming Podcast. I am your host, Castle Kill, and today I am joined with Surf and Roz as we pretty much hang out in a coffee house here in the States. We're recording on Sunday at, well, what's supposed to be at 6 a.m., but things don't always work out, right? Especially when I oversleep. So, anyway, let's jump into what we've been up to these past few weeks. Roz, what have you been up to, man?
Nothing much, honestly. What? Played Halo 5 with Surf last Sunday and got super pissed off because I thought the mission was going on forever, and then come to find out we completed 6 missions, was it?
I think it was 4, yeah.
Or 4? 4 missions all at once, so I was like, whew, we're going to have to figure out a way to break this up because that was insane.
That
I was
was
getting
funny.
pissed. I thought it was going on forever. I was like, 343 could kiss my ass and
I actually thought towards the end Raz was going to quit. He was talking, he said, this is it. With one more go and I'm quitting. This is stupid. And I'd forgotten. I was going, yeah, this mission's going on and on and on. And it actually, we finally got to a point where we thought it was finished. And then when we looked at the list, we'd actually completed 4. So, apologies to 343. Your missions aren't overly long. You might just find a better way of telling us that we finished one and not just immediately stick us into the next one. That was funny.
Yeah, that one does like roll you right into it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think unless you swap teams, so you pick a new character, you don't really know you're moving from one section to another.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was it was pretty funny. But other than that, I tried to sit down and finish Spider-Man, but like I told you, Castle, I don't have headphones.
Mm-hmm.
But you said if I have earbuds, I'm going to try that this week. But my wife would hear the TV upstairs and be like, the kids are trying to sleep. Ah. So I was like, all right, that's it. I'm shutting it off. So I shut it off. And
Yeah.
I've been mostly playing the Switch. Besides that one night I jumped on with Battlefront 2 with you and Organic.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just Switch. Minecraft on the Switch. That's that and Smash Brothers.
New crack.
And what else? That's it. Playing. Yeah. What about
You still
sir?
not finished Spider-Man, Raz. You still can't beat that boss.
No, I tried. Like I said, I was going to try last week, but then I guess I had the TV too loud. I don't know. I don't think it was that loud, but yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out, how to beat him. I watched a few videos and stuff, and they make it look easy, and I can't seem to do what they do. So,
Well, to be fair, I managed it, so it can't be difficult.
that is
It
true.
really-
Yeah, if you did it, I could do it, but
Yeah, if I
don't
did
know.
it, you definitely could do it.
We'll see. I'm going to shoot for finishing it this week before we go camping. So,
It's good to have a target.
Yes.
I've been having that target for the past 3 weeks. So what is that saying? But yeah, that's it. That's all I've been up to, gaming-wise. What
Yeah.
about you, Surf?
Me, I've just been Final Fantasy Land as always, slowly moving on with that. It's slow work because you know me, I have to do every side mission I can find.
Right.
I think I'm on chapter 8 or 9 now, so I have been moving through. I've got to a really beautiful looking area. It's sort of like their version of Venice. It's like this big city on the water, which is really, really good. I'm enjoying it there. Level 49 at the moment, and I think the story mission wants me to be at level 25, so I'm still well over what I need to be.
What's the
Looking
level
at
cap,
it,
50?
I think I know I see missions where it says you need to be level 99, so I don't know what the cap
Oh, yeah.
is.
That's probably the cap.
So, yeah, when I am doing story missions, they're really easy because I'm so overpowered. And it doesn't. I like that sort of game where you can really overpower yourself and then not worry about being underpowered for the story missions.
I feel like a super
the more I play it,
badass.
the more I realise the thing that's been niggling in the back of my mind, and it finally hit me yesterday, is Noctis is a dick. He's some moany miserable. Everyone else is so. He's always. It's like, oh yeah, I suppose we could. Oh, do you want to stop? Oh yeah, if you want to. Why don't I do this? Yeah, I suppose so. He's just such a moany emo.
He is.
It's like, for God's sake.
Well,
I know your dad's dead. I know your dad's dead, but geez, you were a dick before he died.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not that keen on him. He's not a fun character to play. But I am enjoying the gameplay. It is fun, and I just need to push on with that. I might try and power on with a couple of story missions, just move things forward a bit. What else have I played? Played some Battlefront 2 with Castle yesterday. Really enjoyed that. The new mode, which I can't remember the name of now.
Capital Supremacy.
Capital
Oh,
Supremacy.
you guys did a 2-hour mission?
Close.
Almost, yeah, close. The first few we did were like 10, 15 minutes, weren't they, Castle? They were quite quick. And then we hit one that I think went maybe on for hour 15 maybe.
Yeah, at least an hour and 15.
Yeah, it was back and forth. But I just forgotten how gorgeous that game looked and how much fun it is just as a game. As Castle said yesterday, it's the perfect game for playing with friends because you don't have to concentrate. You can just chat and have a laugh and just enjoy the visuals and not think about it too much. It was really, really good. And that's that. It's still not started Days Gone. I've got to get around to doing that. I just want to run. I think I've been putting off starting Days Gone because I'm worried about doing Days Gone and Final Fantasy at the same time. I need to have a word with. I need to have a word with Toast to figure out how open world Days Gone is. Because I don't want.
Especially if you're a track record.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be doing 2 huge open world games. So I think I'll have a word with Mr. Toast and see if it's a bit more linear. If it's a bit more linear than Final Fantasy, say, then I might be able to jump into it because I think I could do a linear game and an open world game. I could juggle those two. Yeah. I don't think I can do 2 open worlds at the same time.
I don't think you can.
It'd be a bit much.
Yeah.
And drink-wise, for me, because it's almost midday, 3 minutes' time, I've started drinking. And I'm drinking an Innocent Gun Mangoes on the Run, which is a mango IPA.
Man, it's a long name.
Yeah. And it's really, really good. Tell you what, the Scottish breweries are absolutely knocking it out of the park. This is another Scottish one, which will please Toast in one way because it's Scotland, but it is Edinburgh, which might sell it slightly because I know Edinburgh is not Toast's favourite city.
Yeah.
So, but really, really good. Nice fresh taste on that. Other than that, I think that's about me done. It's just been Final Fantasying, really. How about you, Castle?
I've played a few things. Just want to give you guys a heads up. My son's playing in the background, so you might hear a little voice like yelling no, just like right now. But I played a few things. I finally picked up World War Z and finally got to get into that last night, and that is a shit ton of fun. I highly recommend that to anybody. I played that with Bob Dammit and Organic Avenger last night. Played that for a pretty long time. Besides that, like you got mentioned, Surf and Roz, I played Battlefront 2 with you guys, which I kind of got back into that game. I know people complained about it and it has its issues, but I mean, like, it's still a good, fun game to play with other people. And then I actually played it a little bit last night with Shine and Organic. Part of the reason why I woke up late was I stayed up till 12:30 when I shouldn't have. So I had an alarm set, so I must have hit my alarm and just went right back to sleep. So, yeah. And I had a bunch of beers too, so that didn't help either. Right?
That's always good. So how long does a rounds take on that game?
World War Z?
Yeah, like a match / round or whatever.
So we were just doing there is a campaign, which
Oh wow.
It's all multiplayer and all co-op, so you can't just like play it on your own. You just get thrown into a match, and you can choose like to be like randomly thrown into any open match, or you can go in order and play each level. So say one level to beat it probably takes maybe a half hour.
Oh, okay.
Because there's like different sections, like you might like the first level you start out in like a mall. And then you make your way out of the mall, out into the streets of New York until you get to a certain point. You know what I mean? I don't want to say too much and spoil it for anyone that hasn't played it. But then, like, it's also cool because you, like, upgrade your characters and stuff. So, like, you get points after every match, and you get experience for every weapon that you use during that match. So if you use just a shotgun, like, you'll just level up your shotgun. If you use... an assault rifle, you'll level up assault rifle, and then that unlocks stronger assault rifles and shotguns, yada yada. That you get points towards, you can unlock stronger stuff to start out with. You know what I mean? And you unlock all the different characters. There's a lot of unlockables, so a lot of stuff to like make you want to play it. You know what I mean?
Oh, nice.
And I mean, it's Left 4 Dead, dude. It's Left 4 Dead with a shit ton more zombies that are a little bit more intelligent. You know what I mean? Like they will sneak around behind you and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Is there like a good variety of types of zombie? Sort of like rushers and exploders and...
Yep. Yeah, they have like one that's like in all of the like riot gear that police officers have, and he'll come like charging at you, and if he gets a hold of you, just like slams your head into the ground over and over. So,
wow.
And then like one's in like hazmat suits that when you shoot them they like explode, like this dust stuff goes all over the place, and that can hurt you. They have another one, I think they call it like a crawler or something like that, but it like jumps on you and like attacks you if you get too close to it. So yeah, they got just like all those type of horde clearing games. They have like different classes that like serve a purpose to like affect your gameplay, you know. I just like, for a $40 game here in the States, it looks really good. Didn't have many issues. I mean, I can't remember it. There was like maybe they'd have these things called screamers that like scream and track more zombies, and like we would kill them, but they wouldn't disappear off the map. They would just like freeze. So that was like the only glitch I really saw. Yeah. Other than that, it ran really smooth. It looks good. So I think people seeing that it's a $40 game they're probably thinking it's like an underdeveloped small developer game, but it is. If you're a fan of Left 4 Dead, this is your chance to play Left 4 Dead pretty much, but with insane hordes of zombies.
Insane hordes of zombies. Sweet.
Yeah, they do a lot of cool things with like levels where you're about to start and then the hordes start coming, and it's just like like you saw in the World War Z movie where they're just like pouring over walls and crap.
So almost like a wave, just like water.
Yeah, so I mean, we played that a lot last night. It was really fun. What else did I get into? I've been playing Final Fantasy VII on my Switch. I can't stop playing it.
Everyone's playing on their Switch. Maybe I need to get one.
I think you should.
I can see myself caving at some point. Especially at lunchtime when I'm bored and I walk past game. I could just go in and buy a Switch. But no, I must.
Yeah. It's nice for like, even if like, if you don't feel like, cause you play in front of a monitor as well, right? Or do you play on your TV still? I can't remember.
I play on my TV because I like to sit on the sofa.
Oh, okay. It's nice for me, like when me and my wife are watching a show that I don't need to like 100% pay attention to. You know what I mean? Like a sitcom or something. Yeah, I can like just like chill on the couch and play it for a little bit. Like play and like I usually level up my characters in Final Fantasy while just like chilling on the couch with my wife, you know.
I think if I got one, I'd see myself playing it in bed and just sort of like, just before I go to sleep, maybe just go to bed and just play for an hour.
Yeah. And then I also got back into Assassin's Creed Odyssey over the past couple of weeks. I've been playing that. That's been like my Saturday morning game session because I get up early and end up playing that and drinking some coffee. And got to a part where There's a part where you have to decide on getting revenge with someone or selecting a baby, and I selected the baby, and then my character was like, I think I made the wrong choice, and I was kind of like, that's kind of fucked up.
Always save the baby. It's not a difficult choice.
Yeah.
Oh, unless you're castle playing The Witcher, in which case you just killed the children.
Yeah, I did do that in The Witcher.
Or Little Sisters.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, again, like every time I jump back into that, I'm just, man, the game looks so good and it plays so well and it's so rewarding to play. Like when you actually sneak around a fort and get through a fort without getting spotted and stuff like that. Man, anyone that hasn't played the Assassin's Creed series in a long time and it's given up on it really should give that game a shot when it's like, pick it up on sale and give it a shot. Plus, it's just so huge and long, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of value in there.
Yeah. So MLB 2019, still been playing that. Got my son that I've created in there got called up to the AAA team, so another step closer to Major League Baseball.
Nice.
So that's still grinding away at that game, and I'm also in Game 3 of the World Series of the American League Championship Series with the Orioles, and that's pretty damn impressive because of how bad that team is.
That's pretty good. Is that a game that would attract you, Raz? MLB? Do you like the baseball?
I like baseball.
Hey, he's an Astros fan.
I haven't played a good baseball game. Jeez. It's been a long time, I guess.
Well, I think there is only one, isn't there?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they have the RBI baseball on Xbox, but that's like way too arcade-ish and kiddie looking. Like an actual baseball sim that's the only one is MLB The Show.
I don't think I've played a good baseball game since Dreamcast days was the last time I played.
Oh man, so it's been a real long time for you.
I don't think I jumped on one on the 360.
You didn't play any of the MLB 2K games?
I don't think so.
No, okay, because they were pretty decent on the 360, but then they lost the licensing and all that fun stuff. So.
Yeah, then when I got my PS3, I never got MLB The Show, so I need to go.
Well, if you pick up a PS4, man, I definitely recommend picking up MLB.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, MLB. Yeah, even if not for me, I don't see the appeal of baseball. Too much like Rounders.
Do you guys have cricket video games over there?
Yeah, there is a cricket game, but I think cricket's even worse than baseball. That's the boringest game on the planet. I
have to admit, but I forgot to tell you guys, where the hell did we go? We went up to College Station to drive through and see the bluebonnet, show the wife the wildflower bluebonnets that grow here. And I saw they were building a cricket park. And it made me think of surf and like how much he hates that stupid game. And I was like, why the hell are they building one over here?
Ryan loves cricket, doesn't he? Yeah.
But I think any game where you can lose because it rains just doesn't make logical sense to me.
Oh, they just call the game all and out?
Yeah, depending on how it's going. If the team's in a certain position and it rains, then and it gets called, then you just win by default. And some teams, it's a thing in cricket where you look at the forecast and it's tactical decisions on what you're going to do. Like, well, if we do this and there's a 50% chance of rain, it's really going to rain tomorrow afternoon because the matches go on over and can go on for a few days. Then
are you shitting me?
Nope.
Wow. Man.
Well, to be fair, you would imagine for England, most games would take into account the fact that it might rain.
Yeah.
Don't they take tea breaks too?
Yeah, there's tea. You break for tea. That's actually built into the game.
Baseball, you do take a break to stretch.
But not really. Stretch.
It's not really a break. It's just the teams are switching off the field. It's just a tradition people made.
I think, to be fair, cricket is changing. I think the Indians are pushing a lot of change because cricket's really big in India.
They're trying to make it a faster sport.
Yeah,
thing.
Faster sport. Yeah.
There's similarities here in baseball that they're trying to do that, but then they allow coaches challenges and stuff now, and I'm like, well, that just slows the sport down even more.
I think there's now sort of like, I'm not sure because I'm not a big cricket. I think there's Test cricket, which is the old style, where a game lasts 2 or 3 days, and then there's like league cricket or something. I'm not sure, Super League cricket or whatever. And those games tend to be they're just like a day sort of thing, fast paced.
Well, to be fair, baseball, if it rains, they do a delay and try to wait it out and then play the game. But if it's the seventh inning, and it looks like if they have 6 innings played and it looks like the storm's not going to just eventually end, they'll call the game and it'll be whoever's ahead wins kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So, interesting. Is that mechanic in the game, MLB the Show? Could that happen? Or have they?
I haven't had it happen.
I haven't had that happen.
That would be annoying, though.
It would be annoying if you're playing, yeah. That would seem unfair.
Like you actually wait 10 minutes to see if the storm's going to stop.
Yeah, I would be pissed because it sucks when it happens in real life. Especially now that I don't live in Baltimore, I'll be like, oh, the Orioles are about to play. Let me grab a beer and then I'll go to watch the game online or go listen on the radio, and I'm like, fuck, a rain delay. You know what I mean? So, all right, well, that's pretty much all I really got into this game-wise, and I'm drinking coffee because, again, we're recording early in the morning here in the States. We can't enjoy a beer yet like Surf. So let's get into some real quick housekeeping. Just want to remind everyone that we do have a Discord, and you can come over to that Discord, listen to the show live. Where we're not doing it live today because it's so early in the morning. But if you're listening live, we do a giveaway every other month on the first episode of the month. That would be the first episode we record of the month. And if you're in the chat in there, you'll be entered in a chance to win a voucher for whatever you want, pretty much. And you can also enter that if you become a Patreon. We do have a Patreon. And if you become a patron, because we do have a Patreon is what I meant to say. But you're automatically entered into that. And so please come over, support the show. Other way you can support the shows, we do have merch. You can head on over to merchroom.com/collections/16OZ and use discount code 16OZ for 10% off your total order.
And I will be ordering myself a couple of t-shirts next week.
Are you serious?
Ready for the summer.
Sweet.
Good job, Surf.
And then, let's move into the news. First up, can it be so? Microsoft and Sony have... see, my son's even excited about this, if you could hear that in the background. Yeah. Microsoft and Sony have announced a strategic partnership. They plan to share technology and information going forward and build upon shared infrastructure. Sony will use Microsoft Azure for its own game and content streaming services, although PlayStation Now was not mentioned. They will also push to build better tools for content creators as well, working together on semiconductors and AI. So that is pretty awesome news.
Yeah, I think
it is.
It sort of blew me away a bit. I think I can see them getting together on stuff like AI and semiconductors, but the fact that they're going to use Azure for their content streaming services, game streaming, really blew me away, because you'd have thought they're hardcore competitors there. I'm wondering if it's a sign how worried they both are about Google and Amazon jumping into the streaming side. And it makes sense to band together a bit.
Yeah, I mean, you. This is what we want out of our tech giants. You know what I mean? Working together. Yeah, working together, because it
can only improve things for everyone. Because not one side has all the good ideas, does it? If they're working together, you get something that's the best of both. So I wonder, do you think this was a Microsoft Sony thing and the PlayStation and Xbox divisions have just been told, well, that's the way it is now, guys, you're going to have to get along a bit more?
Possibly.
Sort of a decision made a bit above the game divisions.
Yeah, or they could. Or do you think it's because I knew that like Apple wants to get into video games, and we already know that Google's getting into video games.
Maybe we're all like pretty sure Amazon's going to be jumping in soon.
Yeah, so maybe they're looking at each other, going, "Look, to battle these guys, maybe we should work together." Work
together a bit more. Yeah. So, I think some people have been talking, and I don't believe it. I don't think this in any way, shape, or form means that you're going to see, I know, God of War 4 streaming on the Xbox or Halo Infinite streaming on the PlayStation. I don't think it means that at all. I think they'll just be collaborating on getting the best service platform up, with the most sort of like consistent. They'll work together on that for the benefit of both, but I don't think you'll see the games between the two consoles at all.
No, I don't think you're going to get that, like you said.
Yeah. Nice to see people getting on for a change, especially in the gaming industry.
Oh, yeah. Especially in the gaming industry.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think
all the like negative stuff we've heard in the gaming industry, from like constant harassment and overworked workers and stuff like that. It's good to get some refreshing news.
Yep.
Well, moving on. Speaking of gamers and two companies that make a console, I'm trying to do a segue, but it's not working out well. Two console gamers just need to get good. The Division 2 subreddit is full of complaints that the raid Operation Dark Hours is just too difficult on consoles. PC players managed to beat the raid within hours and the release, but after 2 days in it, still none have beaten it on the console. One post read, "I have seen many top Twitch streamers try to complete the raid on console, and no matter what they try, they cannot finish the final boss." Another player said that the larger problem is the raid is really only beatable with 8 players, all working, damage per second builds. Not only is the gear designed for DPS, but none of the skills or skill mods really allow group dynamics. So, I don't know about that. I think it's a bunch of people complaining. Yeah. In another news, according to a recent investor call, Ubisoft said that sales were below expectations on PlayStation and Xbox for the Division 2, although there was a tenfold increase in Uplay sales on PC, although that might be down to people switching to Uplay rather than using the Epic Store.
Yeah, because it went to Epic rather than Steam, didn't it? So
yeah. So I think from my experience as someone that's played Destiny, done raids with people and stuff, I've done raids where there's people that obviously never done a raid before. And the number one thing about raid is teamwork. So these could be people that, like, when I see like you can't beat it without 8 players, well, yeah, you shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I thought that was the point of raids. You're right. Yeah. I think his argument now was he seems to be saying that I think that all 8 players basically have to have the same build, and what they were being told on the Division 2 is to beat the raid, you'd have to collaborate with different sorts of builds. And I think he's maybe saying that isn't the case.
Okay.
But I think that all boils down to you have to have people who can use the build they've got, doesn't it? I think.
Yeah.
I think this does. I'm not sure. I mean, I've not played Raid, but this does seem to me that maybe people are just a bit upset that it's a bit more difficult than they were thinking it was going to be. And everyone knows that first-person shooters are easier on PC. It's just the way.
I mean, yeah,
it's easier the way it is.
You point and click with a mouse. I mean, it's so much easier than
exactly
using a joystick and RT trigger, trigger. You know.
So, yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen anything. Are you guys aware of anyone actually finishing it on the console yet?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of.
I'm still working. I forgot to mention that I played the Division 2 with Kaboski this week too. Yeah, like we're both trying to get our characters up to the point to be able to raid. So he's in World Tier 3, and I just got to do a mission into 2 strongholds, and I'll be into World Tier 3. Another fantastic game. I haven't heard of anyone beating it on console. I mean, I don't even. Personally, I don't care knowing who has and hasn't beat the
No.
raid unless it's a friend of mine that's like, hey, I did a raid and this is what happened, kind of thing. I know that they're doing a really cool thing where so you should be able to go in the White House and see who built it, who beat it first, because they're putting a portrait up in the White House of the team. That first,
okay. Oh, that's pretty sweet.
You know,
that's pretty nice.
Yeah, because Destiny used to do a thing, but you get like an achievement for it, but it would be only your raid team gets that achievement, kind of thing. The world's first. I know that like Scotsman and Toast and all them were trying to do it together, but it turned out that like two guys still had to rerun. They had to rerun a mission that you have to clear before doing.
Oh, okay. So
the raid.
They could start it. Yeah.
So I really need to like dedicate my time to get into that. Another game I forgot to mention I played was Divinity. Now I'm thinking about it. Played more of that one.
Played more than you thought.
Oh yeah, and then the first episode of that gameplay will be up on YouTube Tuesday. But anyway, excuse me. Back to the Division talk.
It might just be that there are more. I mean, I'm assuming in the play, because it usually is, the player base is just going to be bigger on PC, isn't it? So maybe it's just easier to find groups of 8.
True.
Maybe.
That could be true.
Or it's just people who want to be the world's first and can't wait to get a full 8-player base or 8 players to go out and beat the raid and trying to do it all.
Yeah,
like
it might
4.
be.
It's just everyone trying to be the first weenie
to
do anything instead of just playing the game right and having the correct amount of people to do it is what I think is why there's so many complaints. It's too hard.
Yeah, you probably got people that like played the hell out of it. Excuse me. That played the hell out of it. And were used to just rerunning the same missions and were really super powered gear and shredding things, and now they're back to like doing something challenging.
And the last time, excited. Yeah, and the last time we played, we discussed how good it is at baiting you out. They lay the levels very well, where they make you, for one moment, they make you feel quite overpowered, and they tempt you out into the open.
Yep.
And then you get annihilated. We were discussing that tactic a while back, I think, last time we played. So it might just be that people have got so used to, like you said, replaying the same things over and over, and they're just rushing in too quickly and not playing tactically.
Yeah, because they want to beat it quick. That's why. And then they get their little asses kicked, and they're like, "Oh, it's too hard."
Yeah, when you raid, man, you gotta be like, all right, look, like if when I go to do the raid, it'll probably be like I gotta plan it, let my wife know, like, hey, I'm gonna need at least like 2 hours. You know what I mean?
At
like,
least, yeah.
I'm gonna need at least a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah,
Tell my wife.
Yeah. I mean, shit. The first time I did a Destiny raid was the Vaulted Class, and that fucking took forever. You know what I mean? But
we didn't even complete my first raid, so on Destiny.
We can go back and do that. I'm down for playing the first Destiny raids all over again. They were fantastic. Well, I guess, so I mean, that's my final thought is just like you guys mentioned, just people not, it could be people that aren't used to playing raids. And then a combination of just like console players are used to just games not being exactly as hard skill set wise as PC is used to. You know what I mean?
And also that controls just do tend to just be slightly easier on PC. I think that's one thing. It is always slightly more difficult on console.
Yeah.
There's no I in team.
But you should still be able to work with your teammates.
Yes.
And beat it. And hopefully, like, if the whole, like, I get it's a solid complaint if it's really like, hey, you must have this build to be able to survive it, and not everyone can build their character the way they want to play.
Yes, that would be a fair comment.
Yeah. But at the same time, because if you can switch gear in and out, if you can, in between moments of the raid, if you have a chance to switch your gear out to be able to fight the next thing, that's nothing different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it happens. Exactly. Yeah. So it's not like the Destiny hard mode in the raid where you're not allowed to switch into your gear or nothing. It's whatever you go in. If it's like that, then I can see also how you could be like, well, if I'm supposed to be able to use any build, but you're making it look like I had to have this build, I can see people getting upset about that. Speaking of getting upset, people have been upset enough that there's a rumor that Anthem is going to free play There is a unlikely rumor going around that EA is considering making Anthem free to play. It is said that the game will be moving to EA Access and shortly afterwards moving to a free to play model. There is no source for the rumor, so most believe it is not true. But it has still got players stirred up in a mixture of excitement and annoyance. Of course, anyone that bought it, I could see that.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh. Get him, killer. It's all good, dude.
He's upset.
The rumors may be linked to an old report from before release when a game director stated that a free-to-play model was discussed early in development, but it was not a direction EA and Bio wanted to go in. Going free-to-play would get more player base, to be honest.
It would get a bigger player base, but it would be the ultimate admission that it was a failure, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be.
And if it went free to play, how would they make money? Because it's not really designed to buy stuff, is it? You don't buy weapons or cosmetics.
There is a way to buy cosmetics, but it's not very well done, and it's the store is confusing in there. And I don't think they really pushed that yet. I think they're more focused on fixing the game.
But it's one of those ones with cosmetics. It's one of those games, if you do buy cosmetics, you don't see them that much, do you? You only see them in certain things. What do you? I'm trying to remember. So long since I've played it, I'm trying to remember what it looks like. No, you do see your character, do you?
Yeah,
it's not first person. It's third person.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do. So cosmetics make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, this would be the ultimate, yep, it's a failure. Cabo, actually, when I was playing Division with him, he mentioned that he jumped into Anthem because he was just curious and he hadn't played a while and kind of got in the mood for it. And he said he had trouble matchmaking and crap. So that's
nobody's
never a good
playing
sign.
it.
Yeah,
it's such a shame because I enjoyed that game. I really enjoyed it while we were playing it. I got to the point where we finished and I was happy and we moved on to the Division and stuff. I do intend to jump back in when some new big stuff is added. I still think the gameplay is brilliant. I think it got harsher reaction than it deserves, but the player base tells us everything. If people have stopped playing, then that's not good.
I deleted it off the hard drive.
You've actually deleted it? Oh, mate.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, because it never ever grabbed you, did it?
No, it didn't grab me at all.
Now, did you like Destiny more than you liked Anthem? Because you did play Destiny for a bit.
Yeah, I did like Destiny more than Anthem.
Okay. Well, yeah. See, the thing with Anthem was BioWare originally, you can tell, I think BioWare was pivoted. Like, they didn't originally plan to do an open world MMO-ish shooter. I think they were trying to do a story-driven based game that you might be able to team up with friends and play along with, but not a open world shoot and loot. And I think you can tell that EA had them pivot and try to do that for the first time, and this is the result.
Yeah, it's not quite. It's a sort of mixture of both. Neither done particularly, not brilliantly. I don't want to say badly because what I played I enjoyed. But I suppose it is a sign that I have stopped playing it, and unlike Cabo, I hadn't recently thought about jumping in back yet. I've been waiting for them to announce something new, so I'm not.
Yeah,
I suppose it is a bad sign that I'm not in there grinding, because that's the point of those games, is the after campaign grind, isn't it? And that's just not happening for anyone. It's why Destiny 2 was regarded as a failure compared to Destiny.
Compared to Destiny, this is way worse than what Destiny 1 and 2 were to be. I mean, at least there was some type of content in Destiny and Destiny 2. There literally sounds like, from the people I know that made it to endgame, there's really not much to do.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that. There really is no endgame grind like the Division or Destiny.
Yeah. So, well, and if they do go free to play, God, I can see how they want to try to bring players in, but like you said, if you don't have the microtransactions to make up for, you're not getting the cost through the game sales
of running the servers and stuff.
Yeah, and then all the people that bought like the special release editions to get beta access and all that's like, God, they will be so fucking pissed.
Exactly.
Right. Do you think with EA Access going to PlayStation 4, it'll be in the vault around then?
If they were going to do it, that would make sense, wouldn't it? So like EA Access on PlayStation Now, and look, we've just added Anthem.
Yeah.
As a push, marketing wise, the timing there would make sense.
And adding it to EA Access would make more sense, because then people have to pay for that service to use it, and then there's a way to fund the game, and positively bring player count to the players that already bought it too.
I could see that making far more sense, actually. Just move it into EA Access earlier than they planned, because at least you have to pay something for EA Access.
You're right.
And it would increase the player base.
And it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Titanfall 2 ended up in EA Access pretty quick. The EA will throw anything in there if they feel like it needs some help. Like, they don't care. They're like, throw it in EA Access. Maybe more people will pay our subscription fee.
And like I said, if they are launching it on PlayStation beginning in July, that would be a sensible one to throw in, wouldn't it? Because if it's a new launch, you want to throw something fairly new in to attract people. So, and I could see that Anthem making sense there.
You might see that. Does EA do it? They do like their own press thing, or am I thinking of Ubisoft for E3? Do they do their own little?
EA do their own, don't they?
Yeah. They might announce that at that conference. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so we'll see. But until then, Roz can get excited because real life is getting blocky.
Yes.
Microsoft have announced a Minecraft AR game called Minecraft Earth. That the game lets you explore the real world and build within it with Minecraft blocks. So think like Pokemon Go, but Minecraft pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
As you explore, you can find treasure chests, clusters of blocks, or mobs. You can also stumble across adventures, which overlay a full Minecraft-like area with resources to collect and mobs to dispatch and XP to progress your career. You can also build permanent structures on build plates. These let you make small environments on your tabletop and expand on the tabletop and expand them to life-size scale when placed on the ground. Multiplayer is also promised. A closed beta is due this summer, and I think, Roz, you signed up to try to be included in that, didn't you?
Yeah, I got an email from Microsoft asking if I wanted to be a part of the closed beta, so I signed up.
Hell yeah, there you go.
One of the chosen ones.
Yes. I better be. I bought that game, like I said, 8 or so times, so let's put a ton of money into it.
So, are you like super excited for it? Like, is this something that interests you, or?
No, yeah, this is something that interests me because I love Minecraft. So,
yeah, How many now? If you can build permanent structure in places, how many dicks do you think you'll see around the world?
I bet you're going to see a lot.
Yeah, you probably will, won't you? I hadn't thought of that. You're so right, Castle. That's going to be.
A lot of.
Did you see this being as big as Pokemon Go?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt. I mean, Minecraft is like one of the biggest games in current generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's game still big. That's true.
Freaking huge ass success. Kids are still playing it, Every year I'm thinking, Minecraft will probably die out. Nope. Kids are still sitting there building shit. You know what I mean?
It's part of school lessons now, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, they use it to teach things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another way to support the habit.
Yeah. Yeah. Roz will be at work instead of helping out with at this dig sites and stuff, just walking around building things.
Yeah, what are you doing?
He'll be yelling out, "Get out! There's a creeper! There's a creeper!" And the guys will go, "What's going on?"
Get out of the way! I found diamonds.
So I assume you can run it. Yeah, you can run into like creepers and Endermen and stuff like that in this.
I would imagine so. They said mobs, didn't they? Yeah.
There's a trailer. Did you guys ever watch the?
I did. I watched a bit of the trailer. I didn't watch the whole thing, if I'm honest. I saw the start.
Did it make you a little woozy there?
Maybe a little woozy. Well, I think I'd probably be okay with the AR one because you'd be really walking around, wouldn't you? It wouldn't be virtual walking, so that might work better for me.
I think it'd be. it's more appealing to me than like Pokemon Go or what was that other one? It was like Pokemon Go was built off of.
I don't even remember.
Oh, I don't remember.
Something by Google. I don't know. I don't remember either. But yeah, I'm excited for this.
Sweet.
I think I'll be taking my phone out and probably the tablet, all that stuff.
Do you think they'll do? Oh no, I suppose it can't. The Switch doesn't have a camera, does it? So they couldn't do it on the Switch. Oh, it does.
It does.
Could they do it on the Switch then? Do you think?
Probably could.
They probably could, but I think more kids will. Well, I shouldn't say kids because Roz plays this too. I'm just used to seeing my nephew playing it. So, more people, if they're playing on the Switch, they'll probably rather play the actual Minecraft version. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
It's definitely targeted at mobile devices.
Mobile devices, yeah.
Right. Stinking dog. She's going after a soccer ball.
Yeah, that's all good, dude. I got a kid talking in the background.
Well, real quick, the reason she was screaming and crying was she went up 3 steps of the stairs and couldn't figure out how to get back down.
Oh
no. Something I want to add to the news real quick because you guys aren't the big Final Fantasy fans like I am. There was a new trailer reveal for the Final Fantasy VII remake, and it looks freaking phenomenal. And it looks like they're going with like a action style, like closer to like Final Fantasy 15 kind of.
Oh, nice.
Instead of like the traditional turn-based style gaming. But I mean, it looks really good. They did like people did a lot of videos of like, 7 things to take from the Final Fantasy reveal trailer, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
I'll have to check this out. So it's like more... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say like the character detail and like if from playing it originally to like the way they brought these characters to life in a different graphics and all that, it looks fucking awesome. And it's like, sounds like they're going to be releasing it in episodic releases. Oh. So a lot of people are like, you're not going to see this game for like 2 years, yada, yada, but they might release like a part of it this year.
So like episode 1 this fall. Yeah. And then,
And they announced that there will be more information coming June. So I think Square Enix, whatever they are now, I can't remember. I think it's Square Enix. They'll probably say something at E3 about it.
That makes sense. So the remake's more like the Resident Evil 2 remake, where it's almost like it's a complete reimagining of the game, just the same story. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
So after I beat it on my Switch, maybe I'll be playing the first episode of the remake. So.
Well, if it plays like Final Fantasy 15, I'd probably almost definitely give that a try. Because I enjoyed the gameplay of 15.
We don't need you driving around all over the place.
Yeah, I won't be in my car all the time.
Well, speaking of how I'm playing Final Fantasy VII on my Switch, it's time to switch. Rumors of Nintendo releasing a new Switch model seem to be firming up. Many believe that a cheaper pared-down version of the console will be released before the end of the year. According to Wall Street Journal, the new Switch will be viewed as a successor to the 3DS line. The new Switch will be a cheaper option to target casual players, and in order to cut costs, certain features such as controller vibration will be cut. Which... that's kind of weird because there's games that depend on the not vibration. I'm thinking of motion sensor. Never mind.
Motion sensor. Okay.
And I know there's Are there games that depend on vibration and stuff?
Well, yeah, you have to Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't played that, so
there's vibrations.
Yeah. That's weird then. So
yeah. So
why release one unless they release specific versions for the pared down one, but that sounds overly complicated.
Right.
So could they do software releases for the games that like when you go to fire it up on that cheaper console that it'll be like, oh, you need a software update and it'll remove that vibration thing? Or in Odyssey, is it too much of a necessity, Roz?
I don't well, it is kind of a necessity just for certain, parts that you're doing, like because it wants you to not really play the game in handheld. It wants you to hold the Joy-Cons freely every time you go to play. So, I don't know. I think it's pretty important. You know, you feel like the earth move or whatever, that you'll need it because you need to know when to jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, like, you won't be able to play Mario Party because there's a lot of games. And remember Mario Party where you have to have the vibration and stuff?
Oh, that's true. Yep. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it was weird. I mean, it just said top rumors, so we could tell. And I would have thought, for me, I think controller vibration is quite old tech now, isn't it? I mean, controllers have been vibrating for quite a while.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it would drive cost up that much.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah,
exactly. So
it's not like it's a new feature.
Yeah.
Wall Street Journal. What do they know?
According to our president, nothing. Or no, never mind. That's New York Times.
Yeah, that's New York Times.
So,
oh shit.
but I think we all agree probably a cheaper one makes sense. I can see them releasing a cheaper one. What form that takes,
like,
interesting.
Maybe a smaller screen. The whole thing a little smaller.
I mean, if they want it as an alternative to the 3DS, like the successor to 3DS, a slightly smaller screen might make sense.
Or just a permanent handheld. Like, you can't dock it. You can't take the controllers off.
Oh, that would make it cheaper, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
if it was like one unit. Yes, that might make sense.
Yeah, if they're trying to replace an already permanent handheld, then that's what I would think.
Yeah, I don't... Well, they always switch up the 3DS because they're always improving on it. And that's a big seller for them, too. I don't know why they'd want to try to kill it with I don't know.
It doesn't make sense, but talking about that, I wonder if they could do something like you buy the cheaper Switch with the controllers permanently attached, so it's a permanent one. And then if you want to play games that need controller vibration, then you have to buy the separate controllers as like additional things that can vibrate, maybe?
Yeah, probably. Maybe. Oh, my son's mad.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't like that idea. Controllers, all controllers should vibrate.
Yeah.
Mini Castle has spoken.
Yeah, he has.
Sir, if you forgot the other part of the news was the Nintendo.
Did I miss something?
No, sir, forgot.
Oh. What is that?
The Switch has surpassed the PS4 lifetime sales in Japan.
Oh, yes,
it
did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way to go, Nintendo, man. That's impressive.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that a couple of weeks back, that it was very, very close to surpassing. So it's finally surpassed, yeah.
It's finally surpassed.
Man, that's pretty big.
But they did it in 2 years rather than 5.
Wow, that's nuts. Yeah, because I would assume in Japan, Sony and Nintendo, that's their main competitors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the people of Japan love supporting their brands. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
I think mobile's more popular in Japan as well, which probably explains why Switch had a big boost.
Yeah.
They like their mobile devices in Japan.
Yeah, because of their work ethic and working so much. Like, they're probably constantly on trains and on the go. So easier to pull something out of your backpack. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, that's crazy that it's overtaken the PlayStation 4 in just 2 years.
That's nuts.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
So, well, you guys got anything else you want to add on, or we can wrap the show up here?
Next week?
Yes. We just want to let everyone know that there won't be an episode out next week due to it being a holiday for Surf and a holiday Memorial Day weekend for Raz and I here in the States. All of us, the three of us, will be out of town, so we'll just decide to take a week off. So you guys got an extra week to get to finish up whatever the checkpoint is in Prey if you're playing along. So
the chapter 2, whatever that is.
And chapter 2, whatever that is. No, I don't think anyone's got there yet. Whoever gets that first, let everyone else
I'm not gonna lie, knowing that I have an extra week, I kind of slacked on playing.
Yeah, same for me actually.
So I will be playing that some this week, and then obviously after the holiday. So, and that will end this episode of the 16 Ounce Gaming Podcast. Once again, guys, please join us on Discord. Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at 16ounce_gaming, on Facebook and YouTube at 16 Ounce Gaming Family. Review us on iTunes. Tell your friends about us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you all in 2 weeks, not next week, because we're taking a week off. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
See ya.
All right, guys. Well, that will end this episode of the 16-ounce gaming podcast. My wife is running the sink, so that'll do it for the dishes.